You know what I love about CAD is that no one is going to ask you what tool did you use to create the drawing. They just want the drawing faster and better and more accurate. So here's a tip on how we can cut down some extra work just to draw hidden lines from something that's already on my screen. Now, in order to do this, I want to make sure that you turn on these snaps here. These are modes here. I want to be able to have my object snap mode turned on. I want to be able to have my polar mode on as well as my object snap tracking. So make sure you have these three icons turned on. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just use my mouse wheel and just zoom in just enough here so I can begin to see some of the edges. Now traditionally we could extend this line here and do a trim, but then we'd have to change the property so it would match. So let me show you how we could do that much faster. I'm going to go with a single click. I'm going to select this dash line because I want to start drawing dash lines in that color and on that layer. So if you pre-select an object that you want to use as the source, just right-click anywhere inside AutoCAD, and from the pop-up menu, you will find the option Add Selected. Now, Add Selected simply means that I'm going to draw a similar object, which in this case happens to be a gold dash line with this weight. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to specify where to start my first point. Now I could just simply snap to this point and line it up all the way across, but can you see what happens if you hover over the end point, wait a second, begin to move your mouse to the right, can you see that there is a tracking line that appears? Well, just keep moving your mouse across the tracking line until you get the very first edge. You'll see a green X. When it appears, click the left mouse button, and now you're drawing right on that edge. Now, we're going to track again 90 degrees, so make sure it's nice and straight. And when you see the X there, go ahead, click the left mouse button, and now we drew that first segment. Press the escape, so we're done. Now, because the Add Selected tool is activated, I can use my space bar. And watch how fast we can do this. Go ahead, press the space bar. Notice the command Add Selected. It's going to ask me now to select the object. I don't have to pre-select it. So I'm going to select this edge here, and then I'm going to say I want to line it from this quadrant, use my tracking line, come up to my first edge, all the way down to the back edge here, and then press the escape. So very quickly I can press the space bar, select the dash lines, find the point that I want to align it to, follow along the tracking line, and then go ahead and place my segment from one edge to the edge. This make sense? Well, you think we're done? Well, I'm going to let you finish up this drawing here. You can kind of use your imagination. But let me just show you something else here. I don't want to use the trim command to trim off the axis. So I'm going to use these grips. I'm going to select my lines when there's no command active. And notice these little blue squares are grips. Now I can use my grips to very quickly click on it. It'll turn red. This is my hot grip. This simply means it's now active, and now I can drag this right to the proper endpoint of where I need to go. Now again, with a single click, you click on top of the grip and then move your mouse to where it needs to go. And now when you're ready, you press escape. And look how fast I was able to get this detail without having to do the trim command, the extend command, the match properties. Now that's how you draw quickly, productively, and efficiently.